Beautiful Cancer peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Sam from CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your February 2022 tarot reading. As always, readings here are general, so if they resonate, that's awesome, and if not, it's not your message. And if you want to check out my official social medias, you're more than welcome to. That's going to be linked down in the description below. Real quick, Cancer, before we start today's video, I just wanted to say, in honor of Mercury retrograde, there are two products over here that I'd like you guys to check out. We first have here the Mercury Survival Candle, and we have here the Moving Forward Soap. Both of these products are to help you during Mercury retrograde, so if you're interested, it's going to be the first link in the description down below. Click that link, it'll take you to the website. It'll give you all the information and benefits you need to know about these two products, and they can be purchased separately or together as a bundle. But Cancer, let's go ahead and see what we got going on here for your month of February. I hope you guys are well. Starting out with the current energies here for Cancer. What current energies are coming through for Cancer? We did have a Six of Pentacles jump out. I'm going to throw it back in the deck if it comes out it's meant to be, but this is an energy of equal give and take. So you could be in a period of time this month where you want more what it is you deserve, right? You want to make sure that you are getting exactly what it is you're worth. This could be a time in your month where you're starting to value yourself a lot more, which is a good thing to see. But overall, what current energies are coming in here for Cancers? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout February 2022. All right, let's have a look at your current energies. First card out, we have here the Moon. Next card out, we have here the Hermit. And lastly, we have here the Nine of Swords. So Cancer, coming into your month of February, the Moon, the Hermit, and the Nine of Swords. You could be connecting with a Virgo, considering that the Hermit is here, or you might have Virgo somewhere in your chart. Now, the Moon card to the Hermit card. Definitely an energy here where I feel that the more and more time you're kind of spending separating yourself from everybody else, the more and more time you're starting to feel more emotional. It's almost like Cancer in the month of February, it's like your preference is to be around more people rather than to be alone, because you feel like the more alone you are, the more and more you're overthinking, the more and more your thoughts are kind of racing. It feels to me like you rather be distracted by other people rather than be on your own, because when you're on your own, you're in your feelings. And you're like, it's a little extreme, it's a little too much. Like, I'd rather be surrounded by people to distract myself from my feelings at this point, because I feel like my damn feelings have been intense. So as a Cancer, naturally we have a tendency to enjoy our alone time and to enjoy our solitude, but I feel like it's a bit of the opposite here. Coming into the month of February, it kind of feels to me like you'd rather be surrounded by other people, because when you're on your own, it's kind of like your mind is just thinking and thinking and thinking, and it's not turning off. So I definitely feel a little bit of struggles here when it comes towards being alone and when it comes towards overthinking, okay? Let's have a look at what you're dealing with here, Cancer. What is Cancer is going to be dealing with coming into the month of February 2022? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout February 2022. Let's go ahead here and have a look. What do we got? We got the Fool. We also got here the Three of Pentacles. We got here the Ten of Pentacles, the Temperance, and we also have the Two of Wands. So, in regards to the energies you're dealing with, the Three of Pentacles to the Fool card. I don't know why. I feel like you're very concerned about something, Cancer. The Fool card could be starting new, right? Because it's an energy of starting fresh, starting new. Maybe you started a new job. Maybe you started a new situation. Maybe you let go of something, Cancer. So this could be about letting go of a person and then, being in a period of time where you're single. Maybe being single is something that's scary for a few of you. But overall, Cancer, I feel like there's something new going on in your life. So because there's something new happening, there is this fear of the unknown. And usually when we look at the Fool card, that's technically what it normally is. It's like the fear of the unknown as a new beginning is arising in your life. So I think you're kind of scared right now about something. You could be scared about your career. Maybe this is about a new career you've invested yourself into, or a new turn in your financial situation. I just feel like there's a lot of fear coming up in the month of February, but ultimately, Cancer, you have nothing to really be worried about, because you have the Ten of Pentacles and you have the Temperance. The Two of Wands is basically, you are gonna have, okay, Ten of Pentacles, Temperance, you're gonna have everything you need, Cancer, at your disposal. All the abundance you need is already going to be surrounding you, but it's all up to you on how you look at the situation. Two of Wands. That's where that Two of Wands comes into play. It's like, Cancer, abundance is going to be yours, okay? There's not going to be anything here bad necessarily happening in the month of February, so you could choose to let your fear get to you and basically kind of block out the abundance you're going to have and the abundance that's surrounding you, or you can redirect your attention to, I'm going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine in the direction my life is going. Because right now, universe is saying, Cancer, your life is going nowhere bad. Your life is going into good places, okay? 10 of Pentacles, you're going to have stability. 10 of Pentacles, you're going to have abundance. You're going to have everything that you need, Cancer, but your fear essentially is what's holding you back. And keep in mind, just because you're fearful of bad things happening doesn't mean that bad things are going to happen, you know? Like I said, your guides are making it clear here, Cancer, you're going to have some good experiences this month. You're going to be okay. But really, it's just going to be based upon how you look at it. So essentially, Cancer, you have a choice here coming into the month of February. You can look at your life in the manner of fear, in the manner of worry, in the manner of anxiety, or you can kind of take a step back and say, you know what, I'm totally going to be okay. And either way, you're going to end up being okay coming into the month of February. So guys, whatever you're worried about, it's not going to end up happening. For example, if you're worried about failure, I don't see failure here as an option. If you're worried about something not working out in your favor, I see it working out in your favor anyways. It feels to me like your fears here, and keep in mind, that acronym of fear is false, I don't know, was it entities or false entities appearing real, or false something appearing real? Either way, false evidence, that's the word I needed. Fear, false evidence appearing real, right? When we fear things, we fear something that hasn't even happened yet, right? So we're scared of a reality that doesn't even exist. So the more you invite fear into your life, the more it's just going to make you have a very anxious and nerve-wracking month, but your month is still going to end up being okay. Like I said, I just have this very reassuring energy for you, Cancer, that everything's going to be fine, everything's going to work out. Okay? So I want you guys to remind yourselves of that right now, coming into the month of February. Everything's going to be okay, everything's going to work out, everything's going to be fine. The more you kind of feed into your worries, the more and more you're going to just be in an energy of fear, but still, it's not going to affect the abundance you already have and will continue to claim. Okay, Cancer? So, I would definitely make it a note on a daily basis to try to include some positive affirmations. I would definitely try to, come up with some sort of mantra that you feel would be really beneficial to you, because the more you kind of reinforce positive things in your life here, Cancer, the more and more you're going to get to enjoy the abundance and the wellness that you're going to receive this month, because this is a good month for you. It's just fear is taking over. So the more you kind of reinforce positivity, the more and more we get to melt that fear away. Okay? Remember, fear is false evidence appearing real. It's a situation that's not a real reality. Try to keep yourself present. Being present also helps a lot too. Okay? So Cancers, starting off at the beginning of this month with your current energies, the Hermit, the Moon, the Nine of Swords, you'd rather be around other people to distract you from when you're alone, because when you're alone, you're in this energy of fearing the worst. You're thinking of the worst possible outcomes. You're thinking of the worst things that can happen in your life. Maybe something new started. Maybe a new job started. Maybe something took a turn in your job. Maybe something happened in your relationship life, whatever. There's new energies that are trying to manifest into your life that are going to bring in more abundance, but it's this fear that what if it doesn't work, right? Try to keep your eye on the prize, Cancer. Try to remind yourselves that everything that happens in the month of February, everything's still going to be okay. Let's have a look at where things are going for you, Cancer. Where are things going for Cancerian, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout February 2022? We have here the Page of Pentacles. We also have here the Ace of Swords. We have here the Five of Wands, the Page of Wands, and we got here the High Priestess. So, Cancer, Page of Pentacles to the Ace of Swords. Based upon where things are going for you, I think you're going to get to that point where it's kind of like, okay, I need to let all this fear out, right? So Page of Pentacles, this could be about talking to a friend, talking to somebody close to you, friend, family member, lover, whomever. I feel like at some point in this month, you're going to kind of crack with all this fear you've been having and speak up about it to the people around you. And once you do, once you let that out, Cancer, you're going to start to notice that all of the worry, all of the internal conflict that you had starts to dissipate. So I actually think, Cancer, it would be a really good idea to talk to somebody close to you about how you've been feeling. Let somebody know what you've been worried about. Let somebody know what you've been fearing about here in February. And I feel like just having the comfort of somebody else at your availability and just having the comfort of being able to finally let it out is going to make you feel 10 times better. So based upon where things are going, I definitely feel like the fear is going to become too much to the point where it's like, oh my God, you just need to let it out. And once you do, you will be feeling a lot better about that. I mean, we also have here the High Priestess. You know, the High Priestess is an energy that can talk about things that are secretive. So Cancers, I feel like you've been keeping what you've been going through a secret. You've been keeping it to yourself for so long. But as many of you know that follow my channel, I always tell you guys, it is so much better to let yourself feel whatever it is you're feeling, rather than to bury it deep inside. The more you bury it, the more you suffer. The more you own what it is you're experiencing, the better you feel, the more you process it, the quicker you heal it. So Cancers, be as transparent about what you're feeling emotionally in the month of February as you possibly can. Be open emotionally. Don't hide anything you're feeling. Just be like, hey, this is what I'm feeling, this is what I'm going through, and if you don't want to tell people about it, talk to yourself about it. At least be as transparent with yourself as much as possible, okay? So as far as what I'm seeing, guys, being open and honest here about what you're feeling is going to be a game changer for you, okay? It's going to relieve a huge burden of just holding it all in. You're going to be like, whew, I feel a giant release here, all right? So I like that a lot for you. Let's go ahead and see what your spirit guides have to say. Keep in mind, for this portion of the reading, Cancer, for February, the messages from your guides could resonate to anything we just talked about, or it could be a completely randomized message that some of your guides may need you to hear. So, let's have a look. Are there any dire or important messages coming in from Cancer spirit guides for February 2022? Are there any dire or important messages coming in from Cancer spirit guides for February 2022. First card out, we got the Queen of Cups. Next card out, we got the Ten of Swords. We also got here the Seven of Wands, and we got here the Page of Cups. So, let's see what your guides have to say. Queen of Cups here to the Ten of Swords. Your emotional state of being counts for a whole lot more than you can ever expect. Okay? No matter if something ends, no matter if something begins, no matter if something goes your way or something doesn't go your way, how you respond to situations in your life determines the outcome of where you'll go next. That's what your guides want you to hear, okay? This is about getting into an energy of responding rather than reacting, Cancer. For example, let's say something bad happens. Not saying it will, but let's say something bad happens. The first thing people naturally do is react to it. They're like, oh my God, this happened, it's horrible, now it's going to affect this, that, and the third. You start to freak out, you start to panic. If we take a step back instead of instantly reacting to the things that unfold in our lives and take a moment to look at the situation logically as well as emotionally, that's how we get to respond to situations instead. The reaction is the panic. The response to what happens in our lives is the solution. Coming up with a game plan that can help you out. Taking a look at an approach that's in a more grounded manner rather than in a manner of panic. So Cancers, your guides here want you to remember, no matter what goes down in February or whatever goes down in the next couple months that are coming up for you, be in an energy of responding rather than reacting. Because when you react, you get into a panic, you think of the domino effect, your mind goes crazy, right? When you respond, you look for the solution to the situation that you're in, no matter how difficult or how good it is, okay? So try to respond over reacting. Now we also have here from your spirit guides the Seven of Wands to the Page of Cups. I feel here for you too, Cancer, your guides are trying to say to you, when it comes towards expressing yourself to other people or expressing yourself in general, stop being scared that expressing yourself is going to make the reality of what it is you fear become real. For example, many of you guys have heard about manifestation, law of attraction. Many of you guys have heard me tell you that, you don't want to put certain things out there. But keep in mind, not everything you say or fear is what's going to end up manifesting in your life. For example, Cancer, let's say you're thinking of the worst case scenario. Don't be scared to say that you're thinking of the worst case scenario because you're afraid that it's going to become true. Don't be anxious about that stuff, guys. Your higher self and yourself in general knows what it is you want to manifest. So let's say right now you're working a job and you're noticing that you haven't been as successful at that job recently, and let's say you're overthinking that the worst case scenario is you're going to lose your job. Don't be afraid to say, hey, I've just been worried lately about losing my job. Don't be afraid to let that out because it's like, oh my God, I'm so scared that's going to manifest. No, it's okay to talk about how you're feeling, guys, okay? Remember, manifestation comes from what it is you really desire. It doesn't come from your worst case scenarios or anything like that. Most of the time, probably damn near close to all the time, your fears actually never end up manifesting because the universe and your higher self already knows that's what you don't want, So just keep that in mind, Cancer. Don't be afraid to voice what you're feeling, even if it's something that is intense, even if it's something that you fear. Don't be afraid to let it out. Your guides here are saying be open and transparent. As I mentioned before throughout the rest of this reading, it's very important to get things off your chest. The more you keep it to yourself, the more that feeling grows and develops, and the more that fear gets to feed off of you, okay? Let's have a look here at the outcome for Cancer. What is going to be the overall outcome here for Cancerians during February 2022? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Throughout February 2022, what is going to be the overall outcome for my Cancer? And what do we have? We have here the Nine of Wands, followed up with the Four of Swords. I like that a lot for you. Nine of Wands to the Four of Swords. Going from an energy of being emotionally unavailable, bottling everything in, keeping everything to yourself, to completely transforming. The Four of Swords here is taking a break from allowing yourself to feel crippled energetically. No longer will you be energetically crippled, Cancer. You're going to be open. You're going to be feeling great. You're going to be in a period of time where you say, you know what? Fuck fear. Fuck false evidence appearing real. I'm choosing to be present. I'm choosing to say everything's going to be okay. I'm choosing to look at the positive situations of what it is I already got going on in my life. I'm choosing to say good things can happen for me. Miracles can happen for me. I don't always need to jump to that worst case scenario, you know? So Cancer, you're really moving out of that fear energy, that energy of being doomed, right? That worst case scenario type of stuff, into realizing everything can work out. Everything will all be okay at the end of the day, you know? And as I've mentioned, Cancer, you know, I've already gotten reassurance for all of you that everything's going to go well for you in February. I don't see anything bad happening to you. I really just think it's the fear that's in your head. And you have a choice this month. That Two of Wands plays a really big role in your month. You know, you could choose to let the fear, you know, essentially emotionally cripple you and leave you in a place of so much worry and anxiety this month. Or you could choose to say, you know what, let me just accept the reassurance over here and fuck the fear. Everything's going to be okay. Like I said, get a mantra, create a mantra for yourself. Positive affirmations every day. Put yourself and prime yourself to be in a mindset of, it'll all work out in my favor because the universe has my back. You know, sometimes a lot of people feel like the universe is against us. They feel like the universe never has our back. But God always has you, okay? You will never be put in a way or harm's way that isn't benefiting you in your future. Remember that. The universe will always have your back, okay? All right, Cancerian, I love you guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If this message resonates with you, let me know down in the comments down below. I really appreciate you guys coming out here. If you're new, definitely consider subscribing. Once again, if you're interested in the Mercury retrograde products we have over here, the Mercury Survival Candle or the Moving Forward Soap, feel free to check it out. It'll be the first link in the description below. Much love to my Cancer peeps, guys, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.